In this video, we are building a huge city for my Dr. Nowhere monsters. This will be an amazing video, so you might as well subscribe right now. Or else the Thumper will be hiding in your house, waiting for you. Alright, let's hop straight into this video.
Alrighty guys, to start us off on piece number 1, we're going to be adding the creepiest monster in my opinion, and that is the Father Fester. It's got this elongated face, and it just looks absolutely terrifying. Alrighty guys, number 1 is complete, and here we have a GameStop store to start us off on this humongous Dr. Nowhere city, and then we have the Father Fester monster behind these trans clear pieces that we use for the windows and the door window as well. So yes, this is an amazing start. Stay tuned for the rest of it. You're not going to miss out. Now let's get on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for piece number 2, we're going to be adding the Boiled One phenomenon. And he's just going to be chilling next to that palm tree. Alrighty guys, number 2 is complete, and here we have the Boiled One phenomenon. Everyone knows who this is. It's probably the most popular character that Dr. Nowhere has made so far. So yes, this is an awesome start to our humongous city that we're going to be building. We have 6 more plates to go, so stay tuned, and let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 3, we're going to be adding this humongous monster, and this is the White Stranger. Alrighty guys, number 3 is complete, and here we have a great start to the humongous AMC theater that we're going to be making 2 more gray base plates to fully finish the model, and then we also have the White Stranger in the background that's kind of just creepily hiding behind it. And guys, stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss out on the rest of this. Now let's add that to the group and move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 4, we're going to be adding fungus. Alrighty guys, number 4 is complete, and here we have fungus in this little parking lot area, but the next one, we're going to be building a huge part of the AMC theater, so stay tuned for the rest of the video because you're not going to want to miss out on the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 5, we're going to be adding this creepy creature inside the AMC theater, and that is Neff. And now we're going to put that on top of that. Alrighty guys, number 5 is complete, and here we have the main part of the AMC theater with the AMC logo, and it looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below though. And then we have the monster behind the windows, and it looks super creepy. Now we have one more part to finish the AMC theater, and then it'll all be finished. But yes, stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss out on the rest of this. Alright guys, I know this one's boring because it's just basically a parking lot, but for this one we have a highly detailed creation, and this is the Doctor. Alrighty guys, number 6 is complete, and here we have the Doctor. This one took me forever to put together, probably like 10 hours, no joke, because all of these little technical pieces to make the arms look really deranged and mangled, but it looks awesome. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Not much else to say because, I mean, it's pretty much just a parking lot for the add-on, but yes, let's put it all together. Alrighty guys, for number 7, we're going to be adding the end of the update monster. We're going to be putting them in this little AMC theater. And we're also going to be adding the Thumper, aka Locust. Alrighty guys, number 7 is complete, and here we have the Thumper monster, and then we also have the end of the update creature just hiding behind those trans clear pieces, and this actually finishes off the AMC theater, and we also finished off the hillside with all these trees on top of it. So yes, that does it for number 7. Now let's add it to the group. Alrighty guys, for our last and final piece, we're going to be adding spine cones, using a ton of these dark red pieces. And our last character of this video, we're going to be adding the Scream monster. Alrighty guys, piece number 8 is complete, and here we have spine cones and also the Scream monster to go along with it. And this is our last and final piece, so let's put it all together. Alrighty guys, to start us off, for number 9, we're going to be adding the obelisk monster. And we're also going to be adding the water tower with an eye. Alrighty guys, number 9 is complete, and here we have an amazing start to our part 2 of the Dr. Nowhere Cursed City. Guys, you're not going to want to miss out on the rest of this. This is going to look amazing, I just know it. So come along on the journey with me, and now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 10, we're going to be adding this humongous building, and this is Beautiful Morning. And to go along with it, we're going to be adding Griever of the Lavender Skies. Alrighty guys, number 10 is complete, and here we have the beautiful morning building. And you know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of the Smile Room from Trevor Henderson. I still have this. I've kept it for a few years now, and it looks awesome. It just reminds me of this a little bit. But yes, using a ton of my tan bricks, but we got it done. And we also have the Griever of the Lavender Skies right here hiding behind it. So it looks awesome. Stay tuned, because you're not going to miss out on the next one. Now let's add it to the group. Alrighty guys, the monsters we're going to be adding in this neighborhood are going to be the Spine Man. And also the Screaming Meat Man. Alrighty guys, number 11 is complete, and here we have Spine Man and also the Screaming Meat Man in this cool little neighborhood we built with 4 houses, and they look awesome. So guys, stay tuned, because you're not going to miss out on the last one. Alrighty guys, to finish off piece number 12, the last part of this video, we're going to be adding all the lights, the monster. And then last but not least, we're going to be adding this character, and I do not know how to pronounce this guy, so I'm not going to butcher it, but here he is. Alrighty guys, number 12 is complete, and guys, I'm super satisfied on the way this one turned out, especially with this humongous log cabin that we made using these log texture-like pieces, pretty much using all my collection's worth. And then we have this creepy creature in there that just looks super awesome. I'm super happy on the way that one turned out. And then we also added a couple of houses using the smoke little detail I wanted to add to it, coming out of the chimney. And then we have this character that I don't know how to pronounce, but it looks cool, so we added him. So anyway, that does it for number 12. Now let's add it to the group. Alrighty guys, to start us off on number 13, we're going to be adding this really cool creature that I made, and it is the boy in the bath made out of Lego. And to tag along with them, we're going to be adding the red sky creature. Alrighty guys, number 13 is complete, and here we have the boy in the bath. You can check out the YouTube video. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go check that one out. The background story is actually pretty sad, but here he is. I think he turned out to look awesome. And then we also have the red sky creature in the background as well. And then we added this really cool Lego church, which I mean, I'm in love with the way this one looks with this cool red roof. And we also have a lot of trans clear pieces for the glass as well. And of course, we just had to add a church because Jesus is king. So yes, that does it for number 13. It's a great start to this video. Now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 14, we're going to be adding the Cone Zone monster. And we're also going to be adding the odd clicking sounds creature, and the head can move as well, using this cool hinge piece. Alrighty guys, number 14 is complete, and here we have Cone Zone right here, an awesome, creepy, lanky creature, and we also have the odd clicking sounds monster as well, and we also have this little jail building and a little house to go along with it. So that completes it for number 14. Now let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, for number 15, we're going to be adding the House Walker. And to go along with it, we're going to be adding the Skin Hoodie. Alrighty guys, number 15 is complete, and here we have the House Walker, and we also have the Skin Hoodie to go along with it. And the cool thing about the House Walker is that it has 4 faces and 1 is on each side. As you can see, it's got eyes and it's got his little teeth as well. So that's cool, and it's got its creepy legs right there as well. So that wraps it up for number 15. Now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 16, we're going to be adding a Land Siphonophore. I think I pronounced that right. Don't dog me in the comments. But yes, here it is. It actually kind of reminds me of Day 17 from Trevor Henderson, but maybe I'm tripping. Let me know in the comment section down below. And we're also going to be adding the Curse of the Wheatfields Avenue. Alrighty guys, number 16 is complete, and this one looks awesome. It's got its humongous tentacles, and it's just a huge, scary monster. And then we have the Curse of the Wheatfields Avenue, and we have this big hospital building to go along with it, and it looks awesome. So that does it for number 16. Now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for part number 17, we're going to be adding Richard Saw the Sixth Dimension. It's an interesting name. And we're also going to be adding Sitting Silently. And his leg is broken apparently. Alrighty guys, number 17 is complete, and here we have the 2 monsters in this foresty type setting. I think it looks really cool and really creepy. But yes, that does it for number 17. Now let's move on to the last and final piece. Alrighty guys, finished part number 18, our last and final piece of this humongous city. We're going to be adding Droopy Face. Alrighty guys, we saved it for last, and we're adding the biggest monster of them all, and that is the Birthday Giant. This one is massive. Alrighty guys, that is complete. The Dr. Nowhere City is finally finished. 18 gray base plates, which is 41,000 studs that have to be covered, and that's exactly what this is. So I hope you enjoy the whole process, and let's take a quick little look of this masterpiece. Alrighty guys, for number 1 we're going to be adding the boiled one. And we're also adding the little house in this scene as well. Alrighty guys, number 1 is complete, and here we have the boiled one to start us off. And this one took me a while to put together, but I am extremely satisfied on the way this one turned out. But yes, we used lots of black slopes and also these little switch pieces that you can actually move, just to add some extra detail because there's these black like sticks that are kind of sticking out of them. But yes, I mean, I'm just super happy on the way this one looks. And then we also added the little house, and this is the scene that we kind of copied from. But anyway, we also used this medium green color, and comparing it to the normal green, I think it just pops way more and looks way better. And then a ton of like cornfield in the background. But anyway, that is number 1. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, and you're not going to want to miss out on the rest of it. So let's hop on to the next one. Alrighty guys, for number 2, we're going to be adding Locust. Alrighty guys, number 2 is complete, and here we have Locust in Lego form, and this one is the most terrifying one. I think it's more scary than the boiled man, but that's just my personal opinion. But here he is. He is very lengthy, so he's kind of fragile, and the arms do actually move using these hinge pieces, but you gotta be really careful because they'll just fall off. But here he is, scary. And then we have this cool wallpaper that took me a while to build because it's pretty huge, and then we used lots of tan and dark tan pieces for it. But yes, it looks amazing. Guys, stay tuned because you're not going to miss out on the rest of this. Alrighty guys, you probably already know what this scene is about, and this is the boy in the bath monster. Alrighty guys, number 3 is complete, and here we have the boy in the bath, and this was an absolutely devastating story behind the video, but here we have the white, lanky, sinister looking monster, and then we have the bathtub using these trans blue clear pieces. We have this, random chair in the corner, and then the shower head, and yes, it wraps it up, and it looks amazing. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. That does it for number 3, but guys, stay tuned for the last and final piece. Alright, he is wait. There's something missing here. Hold on. Boom. Alright, that looks better. Alrighty guys, for number 4, we're going to be adding the house walker. It actually has 4 mouths. You can just twirl it all around, and it's also got 4 eyes as well on each side. It's pretty creepy. And then we have this character, which I would try to pronounce the name. I searched it up. It's apparently Danish, so that's pretty interesting. I just know for a fact that I'd butcher the name, so we're just not going to try it. Alright guys, number 4 is complete, and here we have the house walker, an awesome looking creature, and then we have this green scenery kind of area using tons of plant looking pieces and tons of green bricks and plates, and it looks awesome. So yes, last piece, now let's add it to the group. Alrighty guys, it is complete. Here we have Dr. Nowhere's scariest analog horror characters. This isn't every single character he's made, but I will also leave his channel in the description down below if you guys want to go check him out if you don't know him already. But here they are. I also do want to mention that I'm willing to give every single one of these creations to him and send them to him. They might be a little fragile and some pieces might break and stuff, but yes, contact him being like, hey, McHorror is willing to send all of his Lego characters to you. I don't know, say something like that. That would be awesome if you got all of these. I'm a really big fan of his work and I really like his videos. So yes, all that being said, let's take a quick little look of this masterpiece.